tiny bit late on the show.
Yeah, like I want to say 12. No, like
28 hours.
15 hours. 28 hours.
Yeah, it's a full day plus a couple hours.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, about 28 hours, 29 hours.
Anyways, so we're going to be talking about a couple things today. The first thing we're going to talk about is games with gold, the games that they have coming out. Rise, Son of Rome.
Yep, it's been available for the entire month. You can get it all the way up until the 30th of April.
The next one coming out the 16th, which that's now, right?
Yeah, 16th was
a couple days ago.
6 days ago.
So lost. The Walking Dead Season 2 and Assassin's Creed Revelations. Mm-hmm. Revelations and Rise end on the 30th, and I think the Walking Dead Season 2 ends on the 15th
Season 2 will be
May.
done. Yep, all the way through. And if you haven't played Rise, I heard was kind of a flop when it first came out. I have no idea. I don't know anyone who's actually played it. Walking Dead from Telltale Games is good.
Yeah, I would agree.
And AC Revelations is good too. I would definitely recommend that one. It's a very nice game.
So yeah, a couple things happened this week. We all know that YouTube is kind of like making it more difficult to be a content creator on their platform. There's a lot of YouTubers that are creating their own platform for people.
Yeah.
But Twitch now is talking about making this new affiliate program that anyone, almost any streamer earn money.
Yeah, which is very good because prior to this, like, it was like you had to have like very constant numbers on your stream.
You would get what's called Twitch Partner, which is what you used to have to do with YouTube.
Yeah.
And it seems like I know there's a lot of people that make money off Twitch that just are pure donations.
Yeah,
but like that's like a third party thing.
So it says their new tier is meant to be available to any streamer who meets a baseline criteria involving 500 minutes streamed in the last 30 days, at least 3 concurrent viewers, and at least 50 followers. So
I'm almost there.
Right.
I'm really close to that. I'm pretty close. 500 minutes.
500 minutes streamed in the last 30 days. That is not that hard to reach.
How many That's in the last 30 days?
That's less than 10 hours. So
yeah, I've streamed quite a bit.
Which wouldn't be. That's like you could stream literally 3 days, even some shorter streams, and you'd be fine.
Yeah. So, and like 50 followers, I'm at 44, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually have 3 concurrent viewers. Granted, one of them is you.
Right. All the time. So yeah, they're just Twitch is looking to build, basically suck in the, what is going to be missing from YouTube now. They're trying to soak up that, the business that YouTube is kind of driving off and I honestly don't understand why YouTube is making it so difficult.
So last year was the year of everyone being offended by everything. And now it's the year of nobody wants to offend anybody. So like advertisers are like, all right, our advertisement is on this video that talks about this thing, and people are gonna get triggered. Like Pepsi with the commercial about like,
whatever that
supporting the. I've heard Black Lives Matter movements. Like it's a peace rally.
I saw this video. It was hilarious. There's this guy at a riot, like he's filming it himself. And the police are all standing there, and the guy sets a Pepsi on a dumpster, and the cop almost reaches out and grabs it, and then he takes it and just whips it into the crowd. And he's like, "Man, I don't understand. I thought this was supposed to work." It's hilarious.
Watch that be totally staged, though.
But yeah, towards the bottom of this article, it actually says that the company plans to roll out more monetization options for those in the affiliate program, including subscriptions and other things like that, as well as merchandising tie-ins. This
is my biggest fear about Twitch.
Ad revenue splits too. That's kind of cool.
This is my biggest issue and fear about Twitch. Twitch was bought by Amazon,
right?
And you really can't tell, but Amazon loves micropayments. If you've ever downloaded an Amazon app or like the dash buttons, like micropayments are Amazon's thing. Like they're even talking about putting micropayments in the .echo. Like you have to pay for like certain services on the Echo, where like Alexa won't tell you things unless you pay for like this service.
Right.
It's rumored.
That's weird.
But it's this one of the things like And so Twitch starting to use micropayments for like the cheering in bits. You want to cheer for your.
I also don't understand.
Well,
what those are.
It's a way for like a bit and a cheering. It'll show up in the chat.
Right. It shows
in your
up,
stream.
and then like whoever was the most recent one who had the most stays on top of the chat. But I don't understand what that does.
Basically, it's another way for viewers to be noticed. So like when you follow, like there's like a follow list, or like when you donate, there's a donate list. Mm-hmm. Well, now like instead of donating $5, and instead of following, which you can only follow once, there's cheering in bits. So maybe you don't want to donate all the time. So you just spend like $20 on bits, and you go between like different things. Maybe you don't want to subscribe for $5 a month to a Twitch, streamer. That type of thing. That's kind of like where that fills in. They're trying to add more ways for people to interact with the audience.
Like that is one thing I would just never ever use, the bits thing.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things that you pay money just to
kind of like have.
It's a pay to win.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for bits either.
They're weird.
The only reason I subscribe to Twitch viewers is because I have Amazon Prime and I get one subscribe a month for free.
Really?
Yeah. So I'll subscribe. Usually I'm just subscribing to Medios.
Oh. Yes. Who would I subscribe to?
And I subscribe to Medios just so that, because if you subscribe to him, you're allowed to like spam chat, and I literally subscribe just to spam chat.
I don't know. I'm not sure who I would. I like watching a lot of Twitch streamers that are very informational and stuff.
Yeah, I'm the same way. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
So. Heading on to our next topic, it's going to be gaming related here. Call of Duty Countdown confirms a return to World War II, which was previously rumored, and I was pretty confident in the rumor because Call of Duty has been kind of shoving themselves down the drain recently, so they wanted to kind of go back to something that was that people could.
The last one was World at War,
enjoy.
right?
The last World War II one?
Yeah, it was World at War.
Yeah, which was great. That was a great game.
And I think with how well Battlefield 1 is done, and how amazing that game looks, I'm actually excited for this one. I'm excited for a Call of Duty game for the first time since Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, I mean, even if they don't make anything very new from World at War, I think it'll still do well just because, like, the new Call of Duty games are just so freaking weird.
Oh yeah. I do like they're gonna be doing a reveal live stream in like 4-ish days.
Yep. Yeah, just under 4 days here, and I'm actually pretty excited because I was like a Call of Duty fanboy when it was first.
Yeah.
Back in the days of
really
like Modern Warfare 1,
Modern Warfare 2, we used to play online, and you would I would just like sit there and I'd just be like, I got to a point where I was like, I'm just gonna die and do my best. And I would like, if I got 1 kill a match, I was happy because like he would get like 20 kills and it'd be like I'd have his kill rate as my death rate, and his death rate as my kill rate.
Call of Duty was really fun, but I definitely strayed away from it now just because it got so weird.
Yeah.
Like the super high tech stuff. It's like very Halo-y, and even Halo with Halo 5 and stuff got very Call of Duty-y. If you played any of the newer Halos, where they're just like it feels more of like an action shooter, arcade type shooter like Call of Duty.
I've played Call of Duty a little bit more, like the newer titles, and I feel like the issue was they tried to be like Battlefield.
I personally. I like the idea of Battlefield, like the squad and like you're on this big team on this like huge scale, which I love. But I did not like the way the mechanics of the controls felt at all. At all.
I cannot play with that game with a controller. And like I told you before, like I've switched over completely to mouse and keyboard for most first-person shooters.
Yeah.
And it just I feel happier with it. Did I tell you what I did recently?
No, what?
I got like a free month of Xbox Live Gold from something, and I hooked up my Xbox and played Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
But I played it with a mouse and keyboard.
How?
I jailbroke my Xbox 360.
Oh.
So I could do it. But you know how, like, I was horrible. You know I was horrible.
Yeah.
I was 26, like, I hit Prestige in a day of playing with this because you own everybody.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, the people that are still going to be playing now are either going to be really
bad.
Really bad or hackers.
And
honestly.
you're
really
like,
good.
Like, there's just no contest when you play mouse keyboard to controller.
Yeah, because when you're on a mouse keyboard, you have your own key bindings and sensitivity and stuff.
Yeah, and you can just automatically faster.
But I don't know. I like controller feel way better.
So we talked about AMD's 580 release. I did not expect it. Like we talked about this last week. Like I just mentioned it in passing. I did not expect it to release so quickly. So the RX 580, 570, 560 have been released, and I believe now the 550 is out. Did you just buy that shirt?
No, I bought it a couple days ago. But
oh wow!
I saw the reflection and I was like, "What is shiny over here?" It's hilarious.
They perform on par with the lower end of GTX, and I think where they fit in the market best is like those people that are upgrading. So the 480 came out and everyone's like, I might buy the 480. If you didn't buy a 480, now there's this one, and it's about the same. It's a little bit more than the 480, and a little bit faster. So like when you're upgrading from like maybe a 900 series GTX or maybe like a 390 Radeon card, this is a viable build path, I guess.
Yeah,
it's not like
what's the price of like the low end one, or even the upper?
I think it's like $229.
That's honestly not too bad.
Yeah, $229 for the RX 580.
Yeah, because my
8 gigs of RAM.
Okay, I got the 960 4 gig.
Yeah,
for $230.
Exactly. So, you know, if you had a 960 and you wanted to upgrade to RAM, upgrade to RAM.
Do they have a standard? Is there standard like 3 gig, 4 gig, or?
I don't think so. I think it's like now most producers are like they're going away from 2 gig cards.
Oh, the 580. The 580 is an 8 gig.
Yeah. So
my God.
You have a 960.
What in the?
And I believe like if your 960 is clocked at anything close to my 950, you're probably like a 1300 megahertz.
It's probably similar.
So this is probably like very similar. You just get more RAM.
Yeah. And
then you can overclock this as well. So like this is, if you look at the 900 series cards now, they're expensive. I honestly considering
900 right now is.
Yeah.
Even with the 10.
I was looking at a 4 gig 960 Titans? And it's 600 on Newegg.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
Exactly.
There's no way it went up. I got it for literally $230.
Well, when the 900 series cards came out,
used one at all.
When the 900 series cards came out, I was looking at trying to get a 780 Ti, and the 780 Ti when it released was like 500. It was 800 to get a 780 Ti when I was looking at buying a new graphics card.
Why?
I don't know.
Why would they go up?
I think it's just like it doesn't make any sense, and you see it a lot. Like I see it a lot. PC Part Picker, I'll go through and like I'll ignore 960 series cards because I know I can go to Best Buy and get one for like $300 or $200.
Best Buy usually have really weird things in there. If you go to their little PC section.
Micro Center same way though.
And stuff. No, Micro Center has everything, but whereas with Best Buy you go in and you're just looking for parts for PCs, like they have the weirdest selection of things. Like you can get like a GTX 700 series something. Like they don't carry like the newest of the new. Like it's
they've weird. Started. They have gotten better. I will say that. But yeah, so the 500 series cards I think is price per performance is a great card to buy.
Yeah, I mean even the RX 550 is a 2 gig with 1183.
See, like
cards, so.
This is the one thing I do gotta say about this,
and it's only $80.
Yeah, the 550
that's not bad
$80
at all still.
The one thing I gotta say about this is like if you're a content creator, anything under 4 gigs of VRAM is not gonna be that good. Like 2 gigs runs Photoshop. DaVinci Resolve runs off 2 gigs, but it prefers 4 gigs minimum.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I've been playing League, streaming, and in like chat, and have Pandora going while I was in Resolve, and I just have a 964 gig.
But you also have like League of Legends and other processes runs off your CPU. You have an i7.
Yeah.
So, but like if you were to get when you render out videos in Resolve, when you do that, if you have more RAM, it'll do it faster.
Really?
As stupid as that sounds.
It uses the video RAM when you're just rendering?
It buffers into the VRAM.
That's weird.
And then goes through the GPU's processing unit. So
that's odd.
It's really weird. Like when you like put graphics cards next to each other and render videos, you'll tell the difference. So if you like want to check it out, use Cinebench, and that'll tell you some scores. So the other thing we're gonna talk about today, and I think the last thing is Star Wars Battlefront.
Battlefront 2.
Yeah, Battlefront 2. I was surprised. Like, I got an email for this from EA, and I'm like, what? The first one didn't. The first one wasn't that good.
Like, the first one, I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars buff.
I was too, and like, I bought the first one. Well, the first new one. I got a refund for it because I didn't like it.
And I don't hate it. The game itself, even to today, feels like I'm not. It just feels like I'm a lone warrior. Like, there's no team play whatsoever. Even when you have like the huge 60 people, like it just feels like I'm just doing this alone. Like, I don't have anyone that's really helping me. Like, things like that. But the graphics and like how well they put the rest of the game together, just are mind blowing. Like, even with newer games that are coming out today, the graphics and stuff on it are crazy, and like how much little bit of like lore and stuff they put in there.
Yeah.
But like the gameplay itself, I feel is lacking, and plus they're missing Galactic Conquest and
exactly like
and a story.
The thing about Battlefield 2, the original one, is there was so much to do. Galactic Conquest was great. The game felt very like it felt very fun, and whether you were winning or losing, you enjoyed it.
Yeah. But no one played Battlefront 2 or 1 with other people. It was mostly like you were either couch co-op or you played solo. And then when they brought in the new one,
couch co-op online.
Couch
with
co-op
me
online.
and Evan. So me and Evan had like I had it on PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm.
And like me and Evan would play Galactic Conquest like couch co-op.
Yeah.
And we would also play like online with people.
Oh, you plugged your PS2 and
yeah, I've always
crappy old servers.
I've always had like network connectability since
when I first started getting internet, I plugged in. I played one of the Ghost Recon games, and I was just like, this is garbage because I was so used to playing 360.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is so bad. Like,
what was it?
But
oh, okay. So just a little, since we're talking about old games, the first time I ever had internet console was Dreamcast.
Console. Dreamcast could go online.
Yeah, it was one of the first ones. It had an internet browser. I can't talk about it on Twitch, but I looked at adult content for the first time on a Dreamcast. But yeah,
I hate like regular internet browsers on consoles. They're just
at the time, honestly, that was better than on the computer.
Like, I would say my favorite one is probably the Wii, just because you could move the thing around real easily. But when it comes to typing, it was awful and stuff like that.
But yeah, Battlefront 2, the new one coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I have high hopes for it in the way that like I feel like Destiny 2 and Titanfall 2.
Yeah, because Titanfall 2, I've actually heard really good things about. They basically took everything that people hated about it and fixed it. Like, which is good.
And I've been hearing the same thing about Destiny 2.
Yeah, well, I mean, Destiny 2 is not out yet.
Yeah, but like what the devs is saying in like the beta testers, like, oh yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this.
As long as literally like when they announced this on Twitter, I tweeted at EA the hashtag Galactic Conquest or Riot. And as long as they include Galactic Conquest, couch co-op, and some sort of story, like they don't even need the story. Galactic Conquest is all.
Galactic Conquest will be a story,
but I think it'll do fine.
I really want Galactic Conquest in online.
Yeah, I mean, if they had it, they would put it online. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I like because we were able to do LAN. Like LAN was a thing.
Yeah.
Back in our time, God, I feel old. Where you like would hang out with your friends and bring over a TV and just plug an Ethernet cable into two PS2s to have your own screen. You put them. Did you ever do that?
Not with PS2s. I did.
Oh really? Did you do 360s? So yeah, like you put your TV back to back, so there was no screen looking, and you just played with each other on the same network.
No, I always just did. Yeah, I always just did. I mean, my brother didn't like playing games with me because I was good, but so I would play. Literally, always play pretty much everything alone. Even if it. And the first games I ever really played online were. I want to say the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 or Modern Warfare 1. All right, well, we're gonna watch this announcement.
Yeah, I'll play it. But yeah,
What's it doing?
it
What'd
won't
you do?
play.
Oh.
I tried to mute this thing, but yeah, I'm excited for this. I can't believe you never had like LAN parties with your friends.
I had LAN parties, but never with PlayStation.
But you did with the Xbox 360, right?
Yeah, and the
Okay.
Xbox One, yeah, all the time. Played.
Did you have a PlayStation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, what was exclusive back then? They didn't really have content exclusives
for PlayStation,
for Xbox or PlayStation besides Halo.
They did. Yeah, Halo. They had Gears of War. I don't know what else was exclusive
Gears was on PS2.
On Xbox. No, Gears of War was only on
Xbox One.
But for PlayStation, all of their what are they called? Like subsidiaries, I guess.
Oh yeah,
like Insomniac games and Naughty Dog and stuff. All of their game and Sucker Punch. They're still we were exclusive until a couple of their newer games came out, but they had like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro.
I completely
Sly
forgot about
Cooper.
Those that was my childhood. I just assumed everyone had those because they were such amazing games.
They are great games. I still have them to this day, and I've played through them. I actually, for some reason, I don't know what happened to it. But I lost my copy of Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, which is the second one for PS2. Literally lost it. I have no idea where it's at, and I want another copy just to play it. They're talking
about
behind
Rogue
the scenes.
One.
Go back up to the actual video.
I don't think is that the video. Full length reveal trailer.
Yep. Let us quickly add right.
That doesn't look like a game.
What do you mean it doesn't look like a game?
That looks like they shot it in real life. Well, CGI.
Did you see that? It looked like that one ship just like got
yeah,
ship.
It did.
Nice. I don't doubt that EA is going to be mind-blowing with the graphics and stuff again. They basically just need to update gameplay.
Okay, so I'm watching this trailer, and the one thing I hated about Battlefront 1 is it didn't have any retro maps.
In this one, you're gonna be able to play any era.
Any era.
Mm-hmm. Which is cool.
Do you think they're gonna add Rogue One?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
All three eras.
The biggest thing is, are they gonna have?
They had DLC for Battlefront 1 that
was Rogue
One. Yeah.
So my question is, are they gonna go back to and have redo those original maps from the original game?
Yeah. No, they're probably not gonna.
That's what I would
redo
really want.
Maps.
I would really want
because most people played the original game solo, or co-op split screen or something like that. So I'm sure there's huge balancing issues that they have.
Well, even still,
we don't know about.
Think about playing on Tatooine. That was one of the maps. That's the Rust map of
my favorite one. Was
this game
was Kashyyyk from
Kashyyyk was good. Where was the Ewoks planet?
Yeah, Yavin.
Yeah. That one, Hoth.
Yeah, I mean the what they did, the Hoth game, the way that they in Battlefront 1, the new one that came out.
Yeah.
The way that they had the games, the maps, they had 4 or 5 worlds that you could play on.
Yeah.
And depending on what game mode you were playing and how big, how much space you needed.
Yeah.
Then they had different little maps inside of each of the worlds.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was really cool.
I was not very happy with that idea. Like I said, I actually got a refund on the game because I didn't like it.
Yeah, I just love it. I love the graphics and the feel of playing it are really cool. It just lacks gameplay. So I hope they do what who made Titanfall? I don't remember. I hope they do what Titanfall did, where they just.
I think Titanfall was Bungie.
No, it was not Bungie.
Oh no, Destiny's Bungie.
Yeah, I hope they just take what people say about it
and fix it.
Basically, it should be like StarCraft Brood War, where they just. It's like an expansion, essentially.
Oh, yeah.
Or, Evolve stage 2 or something.
All right, so we're gonna end the show with a couple of announcements. We're gonna be starting two new shows that appear only on our YouTube channel, which is GTCast. There's gonna be Patch Notes and Patch Notes Beta. Patch Notes will be run by Josh. Basically, how these videos are gonna work is we're gonna take and just do commentary over gameplay. And we're gonna explain the new updates coming to like major games.
Yeah, to major games. Basically, when patches come out, or expansions, or new DLC, or like big game updates. Even if they're none of like nothing.
So like Grand Theft Auto releasing new DLC, or League of Legends new patch updates. Hearthstone.
Yeah, your major games, maybe some little cliche ones that we find interesting, stuff like that.
So yeah. When World of Warcraft comes around to making a new release,
and
stuff like that.
Patch Notes Beta is going to be run by Rob, and it's the same exact thing for games
early
that are
access.
that are in beta and alpha and stuff.
Player Undergrounds, Battlegrounds, or Player Unknowns, Battlegrounds.
You could actually might last really long, because some games are like
they're
full games already, but they're still in beta or early access technically on Steam and stuff.
So like Astroneer is one of the ones. One of the things like. I'm not like, okay, so Ark Survival Evolve is still in beta. It's been in beta for years. That's a game I don't think is ever going to come out of beta.
Right, I mean...
So I'm not going to do like updates on that. But like Astroneer, where the devs are like, all right, this game was not finished. Like when they released it, like, this is not finished. Like we're not even where we wanted to be at this point, but we're getting pressure to release it. So they've just released it as early access, and they're like, any bugs, go to our forum and tell us about it, because we want to make this game better, and this game is not finished. And they basically like the co-founder was like, we screwed up, and didn't get anything done that we were supposed to get done.
Okay,
so like that one.
That's exactly what beta should be.
Oh yeah,
that's perfect.
Totally. So yeah, like that one, Player Unknown's Battlegrounds, I'm sure will come out of beta. There's a lot of issues like this is a modder that's taking up making a video game for his first time. So like stuff like that will be in the beta. Like any new games that come out in early access, I'll like talk about and stuff like that.
Yep.
So it's a show that'll like keep you guys updated on what's going on in the gaming world, and adds to a little bit more to our workflow for YouTube.
Yeah, a little more depth to us.
Creating more content. More shows will come to YouTube as we go on. Yep. We have a couple ideas on the back burner that we have to hash out the details of.
Right.
But so we'll have 3 shows, which is this one, which will try to be on time on Fridays.
Yeah. Honestly, I would prefer to move it to, move the show to Saturdays, like Saturdays. Saturday morning or Saturday night or something.
Morning.
Just because like Friday, as I work every Friday.
Yeah.
And I don't like waking up early and then going home for like 3-4 hours and then coming back, going back to work.
I agree.
But Saturday it'd be almost the same, you know.
True. Yeah, so stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike the video, give it a thumbs down. Meet us in the comments below and talk about anything we talked about in the episode today, including Battlefront 2, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, basically we only want to hear about Battlefront 2. If you talk anything else, we're gonna.
Yeah. So. Also, subscribe, follow my Twitch channels to get me up to those 50 followers, so I can start making money on Twitch.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. It's a mistake.
All right, see you guys later.
Bye.